Coined as South Africa's moral compass, who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1984 for his struggle against the white minority rule, an anti-apartheid icon, Desmond Tutu, has died aged 90 in Cape Town.
It is with great sadness that I have to announce that our dearly beloved Archbishop Emeritus of Cape Town and the 1984 Nobel Peace Laureate, Desmond Tutu, died a short while ago at the age of 90.
Tutu was considered as the driving force behind the movement to end the policy of racial segregation, which was enforced in South Africa from 1948 until 1991. Tutu slammed the ruling African National Congress and led numerous marches at St. George's front steps, which came to be known as a powerful symbol of democracy. Desmond Tutu was ordained at the age of 30 and was appointed as an archbishop in 1986. He used his position to advocate for international sanctions against apartheid and later to lobby for rights globally. The anti-apartheid icon later retired in 1996 to lead a journey into South Africa's brutal past and chaired a Truth and Reconciliation Commission for the next 30 months. This commission lifted the lead on the horrors of apartheid. However, Tutu was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 1997 and was repeatedly hospitalized for the treatment process. His public appearances became increasingly scarce, and in one of his last days, Tutu made an appearance on a wheelchair to get the COVID vaccine. He was a long-time friend of Mandela, and the pair lived for a time on the same street in the South African township of Soweto. Tutu has spoken on a range of topics over the last 2 decades, which included Israel-Palestine conflict, LGBTQI rights, and climate change. His demise has brought grief and shock to the nation. Nelson Mandela Foundation and several world leaders have come out to express their condolences. The South African president, in a tweet, said Desmond Tutu was a patriot, a leader of principle and pragmatism, who gave meaning to the biblical insight that faith without works is dead. Ramaphosa added that the passing of the Archbishop is another chapter of bereavement in the country's farewell to a generation of outstanding South Africans who have bequeathed a liberated South Africa. Desmond Tutu was one of the founding members of the independent group of global leaders known as the Elders. Now, the group aimed to fight for peace, justice, and human rights across the world. The Elders have expressed grief and said that they have been devastated about the news. They paid tribute by saying that Tutu's achievements will never be forgotten. However, the world has lost its inspiration. UK's Prime Minister Boris Johnson paid tributes and said that he was deeply saddened to hear of the death of the Archbishop. Johnson added, and I quote, "He was a critical figure in the fight against apartheid and in the struggle to create a new South Africa, and will be remembered for his spiritual leadership and irrepressible good humor." Indian President Ramnath Kovind also paid tribute to the late leader. President Kovind said that, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, Desmond Tutu brought spiritual values to the anti-apartheid struggle and upheld noblest ideals of humanity. The Indian president added that the Archbishop's life will inspire generations to come. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.